What's going on, JJ Lifestyle? Welcome back to another vlog, and today we're starting off pretty late because I just got out of class not long ago, and I'm tired. But anyways, I'm gonna basically piggyback off the last video on this. I noticed people had some questions in the comments, and people have been messaging me on Facebook and whatnot, so sorry about that reading message. But like I said, I'm piggyback off the last video and kind of touch on some points that people wanted me to kind of further explain and give my points of view on. As usual, I'm gonna start this vlog off like always. Go ahead, warm up the car. Get the lights on, at least partially, that is. But yeah, it's dark right now. It's already it's Thursday. Okay, but anyways, it's about 7:40, so yeah, let's get right to it. I'm gonna drive for a little bit, and you'll probably see me when it's a little bit darker. I might turn on my light, or I'll go back to the garage like I did the last video. If you like that area, let me know, and I might just start filming in there, because I really like the lighting in there. Plus, when it's at night, I can peacefully focus on the video as opposed to just driving and talking, because it is kind of difficult. But at the same time, I do love driving, so it's kind of like it gets the thoughts going when I'm driving, and I just want to shoot a quick video, and that's how that comes about. And plus, I want to keep you guys up to date with new things I'm working on and new tactics and whatnot. But yeah, so let's get right to this. We are back. I switched you guys to another angle because I don't know how that light's gonna do in this video, but hopefully it comes out clear. But I'm just going through the comments on the YouTube channel, and one of the main comments was can't really read his name right now, I'm driving, but his first question was basically how much engagement should a page have for you to reach a certain goal sales wise, whether it's like he used for instance like 5 to 10 sales a day, and basically really kill it for a Shopify store. And my answer to that is there's no one exact number. It all depends on the influencer themselves and how they perform. Ideally, what's going to happen is you're going to find a page that may not get you that many sales for what it costs, but it is going to be profitable. And when you do find that, the only way you're going to be able to scale that is by basically finding more pages like that. So what I mean by that is if a page has like 50 to 100 comments, which is really good, and it only brings you like 2 sales, you can't really get mad at the page. Basically, what you go from there is you find the next page, and you get them on a schedule to where you're getting 2 promotions a day from these 2 pages. And I wouldn't do just 2 pages. Like, you want multiple pages, and the reason behind that is you don't want to continue to promote on the same page like every single day. You want to have it split up. But if you have multiple pages that are promoting you this way, then you can start driving in sales consistently at a rate that you are happy with, whether it's 5, 10, 20 sales a day. But yeah, you just have to do it in volume. It all depends on the page. Engagement wise, anything over 50 is like it's good. It's good, because if you look at like real-time influencers and famous people, like trying to think of some people. Basically, if you look at any YouTuber, 100% real influencers for the most part, you go to their Instagram page, they're going to have a decent amount of comments, especially if they're like pretty famous. They're going to have like 500, 1,000 comments, and that's like remarkable, but they're going to cost a hefty price. So you have to just scale that down a little bit, find pages that could get 50, 100, 200 comments, and scale up from that way. You're just going to have to find more pages to suit your needs. Now that ties into the second question. I don't even have to read. The other question was, should you focus on pages that do promotions all the time, or that don't promote as much? My answer to that is definitely focus on the pages that don't promote as much, and it's going to be a lot harder to find those. But if you can find someone who doesn't even promote at all, but has what you're looking for, they have the audience and have the engagement, then if you can get them at a good price and start promoting, one, they're going to give you a really good price because they're not used to promoting, and 2, since there aren't any advertisements already on the page, their followers are gonna think it's like really organic, a super good deal, because they haven't seen the advertisement and they're not like mentally wired to see advertisements all the time. So definitely want to find pages that don't promote as much. Like in his words, he used saturated. Yes, if a page is saturated, then it will be harder to make the sale because they are used to be promoted to all the time, and that's a big problem for a lot of big pages. But you just have to weigh it out by price and how much you're spending versus how much you can get a sale for. And even if you could break even on a sale, then keep doing it, because that's free traffic, and more likely than not then you're getting added carts and all that good stuff, emails and whatnot. But let's move on to the next question. I'm about to hop on the highway too, so give me a minute. Took another peek at the question real quick, and he basically wanted to know whether you should do video or image ads on Instagram. And honestly, I mean, that it can go both ways. Images work really good on Instagram just because that is Instagram, but videos will help you stand out, like point blank, like no questions asked. Videos will help you stand out. And if you know how to make a good video, you know how to make it like attractive, you know how to do all the graphics and stuff, it doesn't even have to be like a difficult video. But think about the fidget spinners, how they blew up. I was watching that product for a while when it was just a fidget cube, and then the stores started popping up with anxiety stores and stuff like that, and they had the fidget spinner on their site, and the fidget spinner didn't really take off just because of the picture. I mean, you have to think about it, like people didn't want to buy it because of the picture, because they had no clue what the fuck it did. If you have a product like that, you're going to want to show the video of it. So people ended up ordering the fidget spinner, and they were just spinning it. I mean, as simple as that. They were just playing with it, and the video of it, of course, appealed to kids and masses, and then before you know it, it took off. So if you have a product that requires you to demonstrate it in a video, then definitely, no questions asked, use the video. But if it's like an apparel item, a bracelet, a ring, if you can get your little photography skills going and get a good video and a good edit going, even pay somebody to do it, or order the product in advance, maybe order a few bracelets and have your friends shoot some videos with it, then all power to you, do that, because it will stand out. And I kid you not, it will stand out. And same thing for Facebook. If you have the ability to create a video, then do it over an advertisement. As long as it's a good video, it will win every time, just because it's natural. People don't like looking at a picture all the time, but they can look at a video, rewatch it, and just keep getting engaged with it until they're just like, they persuade themselves to buy it. They might have saw it at a different angle that you would have never thought of before. Maybe you thought it was irrelevant, but it was like, it made the whole difference in the buying experience. So all that to say, definitely work on definitely focus on video when you're doing Instagram ads if you can, but it's not like mandatory. Now another question I got, I know I said I answered in the last video, but someone did request it, so I'm gonna touch on what was it? It was basically the captions, and should you ask the influencer to include anything on the caption or the image? And short answer is yes. You would include pre-made image, pre-made caption. I mean, plain and simple. But in regards to specific captions or anything like that, you want them to tag you in the photo. If possible, if they can do it for the free, don't even ask what they charge. Just ask them to include your link to the website in the bio. And if they do charge them, they'll tell you. And you can make that discretion on your own. But in regards to the caption itself, I'd base it off of past posts on the page. Like, just go down the page. If they have good engagement and everything, just go down and see what other people are promoting, and see which ones are performing best, like I said in the last video. That'll give you a good insight on what kind of ad copy to make, and just copy it off of the ones that you see performing the best. Or if you know a brand that's pretty reputable, then just copy what they're doing, and they'll have a pretty good baseline on what to do and how to copy pretty good. So this dude was driving crazy. But anyways, like I was saying, just base it off of past influencers or past businesses, what they're using to advertise on other influencers. And you can go to reputable businesses that you see, like I know North Skull is a good one, and MVMT watches, and pretty much any big brand. Follow what they're doing, because they're doing well. So you want to follow the kind of captions and the kind of images and the kind of edits that they do. So yeah, just base it off of that. It doesn't have to be super complicated, and you can always test in the long run, just test to see what works best. But consider doing consider having in your caption something to entice people to tag other people. So like tag 3 people for this promotion and visit our page to get it, or something like that, so they feel that it's a contest. Like, I know everybody remembers that little swimsuit thing. That was dropshipping, and it blew up so big it got like over 100,000 people commenting and tagging to tag 3 friends so that they could win the free swimsuit. And it was fucking brilliant, and I mean, they killed it. They even had to like stop the promotion because they had too many orders coming in. And I mean, that's a good problem to have. But I mean, yeah, so just experiment with it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like I said, you just gotta test something new, test something that you think might work. Don't try to reinvent the wheel, but just be proactive. Don't just copy what works, but innovate on how it's working. So that's just that's some little advice on how to deal with influencers and how to, finishing this video off actually at Sonic. So what I was gonna ask of you guys is, what I've been considering is, I know not many people do ads a lot. Like, people do ads on YouTube, but no one actually like demonstrates like the actual process per situation. So what I've been thinking about doing for you guys is that if you want me to, let me know in the comments. I'm considering having you guys suggest ads, or ads that you're wanting to run or having trouble with, or audiences that you want to run, and I will basically run a test ad on my store, basically replicating what you're having trouble with and how I would tweak it and all this and that. And yeah, basically run through the process for ads for all you guys. So all you guys who are wondering what ads to run, or who may not have the money to test wise, you can leave a suggestion and I may put it in a video and show you how I would run the ad, or just give you a sample how I would find the audience and just do all the dirty work for you guys to give you a head start, because I know a lot of people struggle with ads, and the main problem with it is targeting, and it's a bitch, and I've been there, I've done that. So if you really want me to implement that kind of sector into vlogs, maybe part of the Shopify tutorials, then I will. Just let me know in the comments.